Hey, what's going on YouTube? Lionel here, and this is a quick video. I was going to do two, but this is like my sixth take on this video because either the phone rang or my kids were bothering me or something got caught in my throat and I had to clear it. So anyway, long story short, here we go. This is my final niche versus designer fragrance. This is not a response to Coach Rob or to Dre Dot Cody. Um, who was actually, I mean, Cody, my hats off to you, brother. You're becoming one of my favorite reviewers, if not my favorite. Um, Coach Rob, I really enjoy the videos, really enjoying what he's adding to the community. Gentleman's Corner, Lupe, Rascott, man, a lot of you guys, I'm just forgetting names, but I really appreciate what a lot of the fresher faces are doing to the community. Hats off to Mark for continue to uphold the fragrance idol. Hopefully, when you do the next one, I'll be able to contribute a Sephora gift card or something just to really get people motivated. Maybe we do a first, second, third place. Third place person gets like a bottle or something, a used bottle or something. Second place get a gift card. First place Mark can continue to be as generous and as gracious as he has. So with that, here's just my last little rant. And then I'm going to give you 10 reasons why I would never need a niche fragrance. First of all, I want to say when it comes to niche versus designer, let me first tackle this. I still stand in the position that you're going to get a lot more artistic risk with a niche house versus a designer. I'm just telling you, of all the recent designers that were released, I mean, nothing can compare to something like Andy Torr's Lone Star Memories or Incense Extreme or stuff like that. I mean, there's just what niche houses are offering is such a beautiful artistic expression of fragrances that is unbelievable. However, I want to say with that that's not necessarily taken away from the value of what designer fragrances is offered, right? So it's a matter of perspective more than what's better and what's worse. So I really want to tackle that position because nothing's better and nothing's worse. The only difference is this: one's more. I wouldn't even argue one's more mass appeal because there's such a difference at that. I'm just saying one seems to have the agenda of just going into many stores, being pleasing to 9 out of 10 people, versus a lot of the niche houses are really just an expression of their own artistic view. Go now. Sorry. Say bye. Um, so with that said, this is like my fifth take of this video. I can't do it. So and my son was bothering me. So anyway, long story short, so that's one. Um, As it relates to longevity and projection, I'll tell you it's a toss up, heads or tail. I've gotten some fragrances that I really, really love that were niche fragrances that were just, 4 to 6 hours tops. And there's designers that go for 8 to 10 to 12 hours. So I want to say that there's no real argument there. My final argument is, just the whole, better ingredients, worse ingredients. I can't really tell you. I mean, some of the niche things that I've encountered just have a very natural. To my nose, I can recognize that note better. I can really see what they were trying to get at, and some of the designers are just sort of sort of have a generic note to it. Better or worse, I don't know. That again, that's a matter of perspective, a matter of opinion. I'll tell you this: the majority of my designer fragrances have gotten me. Well, I really won't say that. I will actually say that some of my more mass appeal niche fragrances have gotten me more compliments, like from the House of Bond and the House of Creed, than a lot of my designer fragrances. But a lot of my designer fragrances are just, oh, you smell good, versus I get some more distinctive, more direct compliments from some of the niches like Noir, Oud Wood, or things like that. So, but at the end of the day, I would tell you this: invest in what you value. I would also make an argument of this, and which may end up being a full video, is if you have about 10 bottles, don't buy any more juice that is just fillers. If you got 10 bottles, don't go buy Love and Luck unless you really just love and Luck. Outside of that, you're just wasting money, and this is just, you know, fragrance community to fragrance community guy. I'm just saying, don't waste your time with a bunch of fillers. Because unless you're a collector on a level of Mark, you're just going to be wasting your money. You're going to end up selling them, and just don't do it. Anyway, with that said, I'm going to give you my top 10 reasons why I never need a niche fragrance. Here's why. These are not in order. These are just coming straight off the cuff. So, my 10th reason, I'm going to go with Hermes. Hermes. It is Mediterranean. Just one of the best fig fragrances I've ever smelled on the market. This goes against Pope. This goes against Philosophicus Diptyque fragrance. I can't. Goes against that. Let me see what else I've smelled. The other one is a fig by Comptoir, which is a really nice fig that I really enjoy. But this is the best fig on the market that I've encountered. Let me go with Iris, powdery, cocoa, Dior Homme. Dior Homme is a reason I never need to go niche. It's just classic fragrance, perfect for a date, perfect for a wedding, perfect for a night out at the club. Just a gorgeous fragrance. Another one is when I want to go sweet, kind of spicy, sort of oriental, I go with La Nuit de l'Homme. Another reason. So that's the 8th reason I don't need to ever go to a niche house and spend more than $50 to $100 on a fragrance. Another reason is when I want to go tobacco. This is my fragrance. I really enjoy this much more than I do Adori's tobacco and even tobacco vanille. This is probably one of my favorite fragrances in my top 5. It will make my top 5 again. The more I smell it, the more I love it. So, and that's Pure Havane. The next reason is when I want to go leather, smooth, seductive, but subtle, I go with MIP. I did have a full bottle of this, but I split it up because I didn't really need all that. This is the EDP. Gorgeous fragrance, gorgeous vanilla, gorgeous leather, just a all-around perfect fragrance for a night out, Christmas party, that thing, whatever. Even it goes in the summer. It's actually quite versatile. When I want to go spicy, woodsy, I go with none else than Tom Ford Extreme. You talking about a fragrance of love? This is it for me. You really don't need Japan Noir. I know it's discontinued. He put a lot of heart in this fragrance here. Also, it sort of has an M7 feel. So I know you've seen Mark's M7. This one doesn't have that medicinal, cherry, cough syrup type of feel to it. But this is a great fragrance to have if you're looking for something spicy and woodsy. When I want to go vetiver, I don't have to go further than the Tom Ford house again. And that's Guerlain's Great Vetiver by Tom Ford. When I want to say vetiver, spicy, citrusy, when I want something versatile, mature, I don't leave the house of Hermes. I go with Terre d'Hermes. If I ever finish this decant, I'm getting a 6.7. This is a fragrance I just absolutely will always have in my collection. When I want mint, I don't leave the house of Cartier. I stay with Roaster. Still designer, still lovely, still gorgeous. As long as it's on the market, I'll have it. Actually thinking about buying a backup bottle just in case they try to discontinue this one. This is my go-to mint. Fresh, spring, versatile, whatever you want to do with it. Vanilla, I go with Roaster. And finally, my one reason, and this isn't my number one, Pure Havane would probably be my number one, is Chanel Allure Homme. So those are 10 designer fragrances that cause me to never leave the house. I got something sweet, I got something spicy, I got something classy, I got something romantic, I got something subtle, and I got something that speaks loud. I don't really need niche fragrances. I just love the art of fragrances. But if you're looking for 10 fragrances, if you say, Lionel, give me 10 designers that make me never want to leave the niche house, those are it. Again, Terre d'Hermes, Cartier Roadster. Sorry about that. Chanel Allure Homme, Midnight in Paris, EDP, Dior Homme, and Dior Homme Intense if you want to go that route. But that's sort of a niche because it's hard to find. La Nuit de l'Homme. I will go with Hermes, Mediterranean, Pure Havane, 2 Tom Fords, the Brothers, Extreme, and Vetiver. So, a great Vetiver. I left M7 off the list just because it's sort of hard to find and sort of getting expensive. But M7 would have probably pushed one of these out. I don't know which one. But M7 is another lovely fragrance that I do own. I just didn't put in a video just because of sort of the difficulty to find it. So that's it for me. Niche versus designer. My top 10 reasons why not. My argument, my discussion. I really appreciate you guys. shout out to the whole community and everything what everybody's doing. Igor with the fragrance community and top 10 fall scents. That list is bananas. So shout out to what everybody else is doing. Um, I don't know who I left off there, but if I've commented or interacted with you, I really appreciate you. Keep the videos going. Keep encouraging these youngsters to keep coming out with videos. Just flood the market because so many fragrances are out there for us to try and to learn. If I would give anybody a recommendation, do like Coach Rob, who's just doing some videos of some fragrances that I just would never have considered. And Gentleman's and Lupe and these guys are doing some fragrances that I actually said, oh, I gotta go smell it. Oh, I gotta go try that because they're doing videos and stuff I just never really considered. So be unique, be distinct, keep doing your videos, keep growing. Mark, keep going with the Fragrance Idol, and hopefully I'll be able to contribute the next round. So peace.